in the quiet outskirts of a bustling city, nestled within an ancient neighborhood, where time seemed to linger like forgotten whispers, there lived an elderly woman named Amna Bibi. She was a solitary figure, her life a tapestry woven from threads of quiet endurance and unspoken sorrows. With no children to call her own, no more siblings to share her burdens, her world revolved around a single, unwavering companion, a loyal dog, 12 years of age, whom she had named Raja. To Amna Bibi, Raja was more than a pet. He was her son, her confidant, the beating heart that filled the echoing voids of her modest home. Each dawn, his gentle nudge would awaken her, a silent promise of another day shared. Each evening, his soft breathing beside her bed lulled her into sleep, a balm against the loneliness that crept in with the shadows. One fateful morning in the depths of a chilling February, a fever gripped Amna Bibi with unrelenting ferocity. It began as a subtle ache, but soon it escalated into a torment that chained her to her bed, her frail body racked with shivers and pain. She could scarcely muster the strength to rise, her voice a mere whisper lost in the cold air. Raja, sensing her distress with the intuition only true devotion can foster, curled up at her side, his warm fur pressed against her, his head resting gently upon her trembling legs, as if his presence alone could ward off the illness that threatened to consume her. Hours stretched into an eternity. The sun climbed high, casting indifferent rays through the cracked window. But Raja did not stir. He remained vigilant, his deep brown eyes fixed upon her face, filled with a silent plea for her recovery. As the afternoon waned, Amna Bibi's parched lips parted in a feeble request for water. Her words were faint, barely audible, yet Raja understood. He bolted toward the door, his paws scraping against the worn wooden floor in a desperate bid to summon help. But alas, he was but a dog incapable of fetching the relief she so desperately needed. Defeated yet undeterred, he returned to her side, his tongue gently lapping at her hand in a gesture of pure, unadulterated love. It was as though he were saying, "I am here, my dear one. Hold on, I will not leave you." By evening, the fever had tightened its cruel hold, sapping the last remnants of her vitality. Amna Bibi's breaths grew labored, her once bright eyes dimming like fading embers. With what little strength remained, she reached out a weathered hand and placed it upon Raja's head, her fingers trembling as they stroked his fur. In a voice laced with the weight of impending farewell, she murmured, "My son, if I am no longer here, do not wander alone. Tell the neighbors to care for you, to share their meals as I have shared mine." Raja lifted his gaze, locking eyes with hers in a moment of profound connection. A low, mournful whine escaped his throat, a sound that echoed the depths of his sorrow, as if he comprehended the finality of her words all too well. The clock ticked mercilessly into the night, and around 2 o'clock, Amna Bibi slipped into eternal silence. Her hand fell limp, but Raja did not release his vigil. He stayed by her side, his nose nuzzling her cooling palm, unwilling to accept the void that now separated them. Come morning, the neighborhood stirred with concern when no smoke rose from her chimney. No familiar sounds emanated from her door. Neighbors knocked persistently, their calls unanswered, save for the heart-wrenching cries that pierced the air from within. Forcing the door open, they were met with a scene of profound grief. Raja sat beside Amna Bibi's still form, his head bowed upon her lifeless hand, emitting soft, anguished whimpers. He nudged her gently, repeatedly, as if urging her to awaken. "Rise," his actions seemed to implore. "Prepare our morning tea, as you always have." The neighbors, moved by the tableau of loyalty, approached with solemn care to lift Amna Bibi's body. For the first time in his gentle life, Raja bared his teeth and growled, a fierce protector guarding his fallen queen. He refused to yield, positioning himself as an unyielding barrier. Only when they persisted with gentle coaxing did he relent, though his eyes brimmed with unspoken accusation. As her body was carried away, Raja followed in silent procession, his paws tracing the familiar path he had trodden beside her. Countless times to the market, through the streets, in moments of joy and routine. At the cemetery, under a sky heavy with unspoken lament, the burial rites unfolded. The earth claimed Amna Bibi, and as the mourners dispersed, Raja remained. He settled upon the fresh mound of soil, his body a sentinel against the encroaching dusk. Night fell, bringing with it a relentless downpour that soaked the ground and chilled the air. Yet Raja did not falter. He endured the storm, his formatted and eyes unblinking, as if his steadfastness could summon her back from the beyond. Days blurred into one another. The neighbors returned the next morning and the day after, finding Raja unchanged, still perched upon the grave, his head resting where her heart once beat. 5 days passed in this vigil of unwavering fidelity. On the 6th, when they approached once more, Raja lay there, his breath shallow and ragged, his spirit waning. He had forsaken food, water, and shelter, choosing instead to share in her eternal rest. Raja never returned to the neighborhood. Whispers among the locals spoke of him, lingering at the graveside until his own life ebbed away, a testament to a bond that transcended mortality. Even now, in the hush of midnight, some claim to hear a faint, ethereal hell drifting from the cemetery, a lingering echo of a faithful soul, forever waiting for the voice that once called, R-A-J-A ... Let us go home.